What manner of man are you that can summon up fire without flint or tinder?
I'm an enchanter.
Okay, we're back at Septic Village. And Tatim. And Gorvon?
Yeah, I was not expecting the R there.
Yeah, that's weird. You know, it's like Gobon, you know, Govan I can understand, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling Gorvon.
Yeah. So let's go talk to the mayor and tell him that they didn't steal the bells, and I can't believe it. Yeah, surely the man with the black cape that ran in you know, it works for the thieves. Even though you look at these, not a single one is wearing any sort of cape.
Always blaming the trenchcoat mafia.
True that. If you ever need a criminal scapegoat or something in a video game, you can always count on the mafia. I mean, look at El Viento. That's so weird. Yes, the mafia, and by the way, that guy is supposed to be Al Capone. Is working for a evil cult. Anyway.
And directs you to the temples in the Grand Canyon.
True. Anyway, this is not this game. This is East. So. Anyway, this is the temple, and very nice, and kind of was trying to get my bearings there. I think what happened was I played, died, and forgot. Oops. Anyway, we got the ruby.
Yeah, dungeon navigation, I would imagine, would be a real nightmare in this because of the shorter visibility range if you didn't have that wonderful auto map in the lower right.
True. It is kind of hard to navigate without the map, but then again, I found myself like staring at the map and then have an enemy pop up. I'm like, oh crap. Anyway, there was a chest that was locked. We'll go back for that later. I do like the music for the temple. Actually, the music for the DS version isn't bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and this is one of those tracks that seems to sound pretty excellent in just about every version of the game that's been made.
True. Oh, and we got a boss door. So, you know what that means. We need to save our game.
If this game operated on a save point system, guaranteed you'd be seeing one now.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately, I am still trying to get used to the controls at this point, so that's why it took me like, 3 tries to actually save.
Oh, well, you got there. That's the important thing.
Yeah. And get a nice zoom out for bosses. Why they couldn't do that for the rest of the game is beyond me.
Yeah, this distance is just better in general, I think.
Yeah. And if you notice, this is a little different from the other games. First off, we can walk in between the flames, even though the magician guy still pushes into the flames.
Yeah, being able to walk between them is nice, but they blast out really fast in this one, it looks like.
Yeah. And I died. So anyway, looks like I'm gonna have to do some leveling and some gear grabbing.
Yep.
And this right here is one of the problems that one of the little gripes I have with this game. There's no instant, if you notice, there's no instant bring back to the boss fight. It goes back to the title screen.
Yeah, that was a really sorrowful amount of damage you were doing to him there. Really gives me flashbacks, painful flashbacks, I might add, to the Master System version of this game.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, the first...
So anyway, go ahead.
In the Master System game, they made the first boss such a brick wall to run up against. You had to grind a lot before you could really even touch him.
Oh yeah. Well, I did some grinding here. I got about, what am I, level 6. I'll grab another one as I go. So, just sold the ruby to our sleazy friend Pim, and now is buying the sapphire ring he picked up on the ground from him, so I can get it back to Adonis.
Yeah, given that Pim's kind of a sleazy asshole, I'm a little bit surprised he actually, praised the ruby and said that it was worth a lot, because from him I would have expected him to say it was, low quality and that he wouldn't pay much for it.
Yeah. Well, he still does that for, the necklace item that we get later on. If you remember that.
Yes. I guess the ruby's just too big for him to think he can snow you on it.
Yep. And we're back at the bar to get shit-faced and talk to Adonis. So, he says now he can go face his wife. Does that mean he's been in the bar, for, the whole time? Damn, his wife must be pissed.
Dysfunctional relationships.
Yeah. It just occurred to me, that Adonis kind of looks like, was it Zhao Yun from Dynasty Warriors, the guy with the eye patch?
I'm afraid I'm not versed enough in Dynasty Warriors to remember that.
Anyway, let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the second sword now. And yeah, I like how I was like, oh yeah, that's an interesting, but we actually have swords that are actually used for combat. It's like, yeah, the short sword, is for digging and cutting bread, Actually, doesn't he say something like that in the turbo version too?
I don't remember off the top of my head. You're living in a high fantasy world where, you're using a short sword to spread butter.
Yep. Well, anyway, I'm back. I'm at level 8th. I got both the second sword and second armor, so surely I should be able to kick this guy's ass.
And I noticed for sword number 3 we had the Talwarl instead of the katana. I think I've actually seen Talwarl in more versions, so maybe for the turbo version that was just a liberty taken with the translation.
Yeah. True. Well, then again, maybe they didn't know what a Talwar is. It's described as a curved sword, so maybe they thought, oh, curved sword, it's like a katana. It's got that curved blade. And I'm still doing jack to this guy.
Yeah, it's, before we were doing shit damage, now it's kind of shit +1.
Yeah. But, and it goes to Christmas Past is still kicking our ass. Or future, I'm sorry.
Yeah, for a guy who doesn't actually do anything and leaves it to his room to kill you, he's got a good setup for it.
Yeah.
If he actually had any offensive magic, he'd be really fucked.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Apparently it does say his name. Jemocres, or...
Jemocres.
Yes. The Ku Klux Klan magician? Yeah, I died. Yeah, it's kind of funny, it's like okay, I gotten one more level, just to show my setup. I'm gonna go ahead and, save it here, just in case. Now, normal RPG conventions, you would think, oh, one level, that's not gonna do that much, but... This is an East game, though.
Yes, the magic bullet level.
Yeah. So you notice we did an 8 to him, last time, right? So, wow! Yes, and I just did 8 to him in one hit. Yeah, East is known for its magic levels. Like, once you hit that spot, bosses just... you actually do damage to them, and then if you go, 2 levels after that, you just totally waste them.
Still keeping it close.
Yep. I need one more hit on his ass, and...
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. I was thinking about keeping that out, but it's like... I don't know.
Leave that in.
What? Yeah. Reminds me of that whole, fight, that you were helping with, GTF, was it Gavala? The dragon with Gamma ass rockets.
Ah, yes.
Okay. So now, this time, things will be different.
This time for sure.
Yep. Oh well. At least Holders of Powers is still a good song. And actually, I'm going to play the more classic way, stay in the back and then come up and then go back down when I can.
I think you got it locked this time, though.
Yeah. And boom!
Very nice death animation.
Yep. And we just took out the Dark Magician guy, or whatever, so... Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and save it here, so, this has been Lord Brimstone.
And this is Un.
And until next time, take it easy.
See you later.